Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here for today's video, man. We got the second round of the NBA playoffs. I would say for the most part, the first round, it was pretty textbook. Like, it was extremely entertaining. I had a lot of fun watching it, but there wasn't like any huge surprises, maybe outside of the Boston Celtics sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Before today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions. So before we get going on this, my girlfriend started cracking up last night. I was like, what's so funny? By the way, she did help me, with the setup and everything like that. So give Juliana a W in the comment section below. But straight up, man, like, she thought it'd be funny if I had something called the forehead cam. So I guess here's my forehead and me using it as a TV to show you guys. Let's go with the one time that Darko Milicic gave me hope.
Darko goes opposite hand. Quick ball to the flash! Darko Milicic threw it down! Oh my goodness! Too bad he's not athletic.
I don't think I've ever been that excited about a basketball player in my entire life, and that was the peak of it, man. That was the peak of it. It was literally like flat line, whoop, and then bam, right back down again, actually in the negatives. But okay. So let's go going on these predictions. I would say, as far as my first round predictions go, I was actually pretty spot on. I didn't really do like a lot of like hot takes in the first round. And I think for the second round here, I'm looking at the matchups off screen over here, and I think for the most part, I have it down pretty good. Like, there's a few where it's like, okay, we'll see. But let's go ahead and start with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. I'm not going to talk too heavily about it because I actually did do a round 2 preview video of them already. So if you are a Celtics or almost a Nets fan, I'm sure if you're a Nets fan, you don't want to watch this. No, if you're a Boston fan, check that out. One of my other video descriptions or whatever. But yeah, Milwaukee, Boston. So for this one, it's been ruled that Chris Middleton is not playing in the series. And Chris Middleton is an all-star player. He's efficient, and I think he's the perfect number 2 to Giannis. Like, he's literally the shit, man. Number 2, you know what I'm saying? But yes, so for this series right here, if Middleton was playing, I would say it would go to a Game 7. If it would go to a Game 7, and I think either way, I have the Boston Celtics winning. Without Middleton, I have it going to 6 games. I think Giannis and really this Bucks team, you got to pay respect to them as a championship team last season. But also what I do know is that it's really hard to repeat as champions. And I also know that the Boston Celtics are playing some of the greatest defense of all time. And just like, their ability to lock up Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the same series, as much as you love Giannis, as much as you love Drew Holiday, like, I have to give the benefit of the doubt to this tenacity that is this Boston Celtics defense. So this means no disrespect to the Bucks. I think you're a great team. I think you could very well win this series. Like, there's a chance of it. Like, I'm not counting out Giannis by any stretch of the imagination, but I got to make a choice, and I'm going with the Boston Celtics. And also, it's kind of the team I've been riding with throughout the NBA playoffs. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say Boston in 6. If Middleton makes some sort of miraculous return, I'll say 7 games, man. All right, next up, we got the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. I was super excited about this series. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know the full extent of the details, but what I do know is that Joel Embiid has an orbital fracture? That sounds like the eyeball, orbital, because this orbit? I don't know what that means, bitch ass eyeballs, man, but I was like, that's the face, right? And it sounds like he's gonna be out indefinitely. I hate that because it's like, is indefinitely like you're gonna miss like the first like 2 minutes of the game, or are we not gonna see you until next season, Mr. Joel Embiid? And yeah, man, I'm gonna say straight up, like, this Philly team, they got this one dude on it, Paul Reed. Yeah, Paul Reed, kind of a beast. I think there's a chance he has a little bit of a breakout series, but at the same time too, like Bam Adebayo gonna clamp up anybody that's not Joel Embiid, man. Like, it's just facts of the matter, right? I do think the Miami Heat are a lot more healthy. I do think that with this Philadelphia team, James Harden did struggle in the first round. Like, literally, for them to have any chance, he is going to have to return to Houston Rockets hero ball form for them to even have a chance, man. Even that, we know that, like, optimally on the Houston Rockets, that didn't work out. But, if James Harden can become that guy again for just one series, man, get them to that Eastern Conference Finals, then I think that's really going to do a lot, really, for James Harden's legacy, man. Like, I really think it's that type of thing. Like, if James Harden goes out and just stinks up the court, people are going to look at him completely different, man. Like, this is the chance for him to shine the spotlight, and we'll see if he does it. I'll say based off that first round, we'll see. But it's going to be interesting. Obviously, guys like Tobias Harris really have to step up. But then on the Miami Heat side of things, this team, even if Joel Embiid was healthy, that only mean I'm picking Philly over them, man, because, you look at this Philly team and just like, well, obviously, Tyler Hero Weasley doing all season. You obviously got Jimmy Butler out there, man, Bam Adebayo, a team that's kind of been there, done that. They haven't won the NBA championship, but they got to the finals a few seasons ago, and, Victor Oladipo's looking good off the bench, I guess when, Jimmy Butler allows him to play. I guess there's like a rumor that those guys don't like each other, and then like they just went to a press conference and was like, "Hey, yo, Jimmy, I heard you didn't like me." And it's just a joke out about it, so I don't really get that, man. Like, the media is really interesting sometimes. I like come up with certain storylines, but no, man, I would say this Miami Heat team, great defensively, one of the best shooting teams in the NBA. Philly's down literally an MVP, not literally an MVP caliber player. And, yeah, man, I gotta give this one, if Joel Embiid ain't back, that's the thing, it's hard to say indefinitely, because kind of the same case, like, at least with Chris Middleton, we know he's out. Without Joel Embiid, Miami Heat 4-1. With Joel Embiid, I think it will still mess things up a little bit, because chemistry is going to be off a little bit, and just, like, missing games, and then going into, like, high-intensity playoff basketball probably is the easiest thing to do. And plus, Philly, like, didn't play amazing against Toronto in the first round. I got Miami 4-1, man. I got Miami 4-1. And this is as somebody who at the trade deadline said that Philly was going to win the championship getting James Harden, man. Now, at the time, maybe a little bit of a recency bias hot take. But, yeah, man, I'm still with that. But, at this time, I got the Miami winning. Circumstances change and opinions change. That's the game of basketball, and that's sports as we know it, right? Okay, so next up, we have the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. So initially, I did say in the first round, when it comes down to the Dallas Mavericks, I said that if Luka didn't play in the first few games, that the Utah Jazz were going to win. I said if Luka did play, then the Dallas Mavericks were going to play. So Luka did come back, but he did miss the first few games, and Jalen Brunson was like, yo, bitch ass crispy, I got this on lockdown, man. And, was able to get them the series win against the Utah Jazz. So shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. I will take my L on that one, and I was going to eat it? Eat the L? Do people eat L's? I don't know, man, but it's lasagna. I'll eat some damn lasagna, man. I'll eat lasagna right now. Nobody's going to stop me. But no, so Dallas is great. I think what Jalen Brunson has become in a short term, or in a short amount of time, is exactly what Luka and this Dallas Mavericks team needed. Because I feel like that's what Luka was always looking for out of Kristaps Porzingis. Like, hey, man, you are supposed to be the second guy on the team to me. Like, I can't always be dropping 40, 10, and 10. Like, sometimes Kristaps, get inside your mind, go full on Mamba Metallic, man. Check out them Kobe rules right up there. You know what I'm talking about. And do that. And Kristaps just wasn't that guy. Kristaps just wasn't that guy, man. And Jalen Brunson appears to be that guy. So, yeah, they're great. And then obviously the Phoenix Suns, they had some injury things with Devin Booker in the first round. CP3 masterclass performance in that final game against the New Orleans Pelicans. And wow, CP3, 14 for 14. Go try making 14 layups in a row right now, man. See how you do. I would shoot at least 50%, okay? At least 50%. I can't imagine 14 for 14 in an NBA game at the age of 37. I'm damn 30 years old, man. I feel like my back's breaking literally right now sitting in this damn bench, okay? But it's going to be a good series. Assuming both teams stay healthy, this is definitely a 7-gamer, man. This is definitely a 7-gamer. And, Luka's cool. I love Luka Doncic. I love the Dallas Mavericks. Devin Booker represent Michigan Grand Rapids. Love CP3. Really want him to get a ring. I'm all for Luka winning some rings in the future, but I'm going to give this one to Phoenix in 7 games. And I know the regular season, small indicator, but, 64-win team. Guys, see something about that, too. It's one of those cases, too, where I know in the comments, the Dallas fans are going to be like, keep on hating on us, Crispy, but it's like, what do you expect me to do? Because that response is a biased response right there, and I'm going just based off of what we've seen from the game of basketball, and I got Phoenix beating the Dallas Mavericks, man. Now, at the same time, I don't know what their series, I don't know what their regular season series was, but it was a weird regular season too. But very well, maybe Dallas beat them in all the games. And it's like, hey, maybe they have their number. But playoff basketball, a bit different out there. 7-game series. I got the Phoenix Suns. And then finally, we have the Golden State Warriors against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is the matchup I predicted. Initially on my bracket, I had the Memphis Grizzlies winning. Since seeing, in that first round against the T-Wolves, we did see some inexperiencedness of the Memphis Grizzlies. We also saw in the first round, the Golden State Warriors are healthy, man. Oh, damn, bro. They got the Splash Trio up in there. Dangerous team. Been there, done that for the most part. Jordan Poole, guys like that. Andrew Wiggins haven't been there, done that. But obviously the big three of Draymond, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. Not in that order as far as greatness, by the way. Just those are the ones getting in my mind first. Memphis got to the second round this year. They're going to make it a series. It's going to go 6. It's going to go 6. It's going to be a great foundation year for the Memphis Grizzlies to build upon going into next season, where I think Memphis finishes in the top 2 seeds next season. But I feel like this year, Golden State Warriors, they beat the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. And that's what I'm thinking here, man. So those are my predictions. I'm sure some of you guys agree, some of you guys disagree. Give me yours in the comment section below, man. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.